This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, so previously we have seen, are you able to see my screen, children? PPT? No, okay, wait, I'll share the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Are you able to see? So in the previous class, we discussed all the operators, all the data types in Python programming language. Right? So comparison operators, logical operators, which will result in either true or false. And even the bitwise operators also we discussed. Right. So now Python membership operators in and not in, whether it belongs to or it doesn't belong to, that also we discussed. As long as this condition is true, then that particular statement will be executed. Here also we can see if else. Okay, what is if? What is else? If also a keyword, else is also a keyword. What is a keyword? These are the predefined words of a language. Right? You cannot use these keywords as identifiers for any variable in your programming. Okay, children. So here we have discussed even the math module and the functions in math module. So now we have come to control statements. So what are the control statements that are used in execution depending on the specified condition? There are three types of control statements in Python: decision making statement, iteration statements, jump statements. Clear, children? So decision making statements we use if, elif, else, ladder. In iteration statements we use for loop, while loop. In jump statements we use the keywords break, continue, pass. Okay, children, are you following? Right. So here, if statement. So when we come to this jump statement, we can go to if statement, if else statement, and if elif ladder also. Right. Okay, children, just wait a minute. I'll be just taking the snapshots in between, so that by the end of the lesson, when I have to give a report, I need not again trouble you people to log in and okay. Okay, children. So if statement. What is an if statement? If statement in the programming is a conditional statement. Okay, if that result is true, then the whatever the code we have written followed by that will be executed. See, let's look at the flow chart for if condition statement. So from the beginning, when you draw a flow chart, where do we start? We start with start or begin, right? So it is an elliptical or okay, rectangle also can use, but elliptical shape we use, oval or elliptical shape, right? And then followed by whatever the statements you write in your coding. So here we are providing only a flow chart for if condition. Okay. So now if the condition is true, so if that rhombus has two edges passing right out from the if condition, so it will result in either true or false, isn't it? So either true or false. If it results in true, what are the statements that should be executed? That coding we will be writing. If it is false, what should be done? But here is we can only have one condition, that is if it is true, do this. If it is false, we are not providing any other condition. In such situation, what do we do? If condition, if it is resulting in true, what is the code to be followed? If it is false, directly we'll go to a statement in the coding where this code block need not be executed. Okay, further continuation. So we will go to the next of if code, and then we will proceed till the end of the program. Clear? So is it clear? This is only if is there. So now if we have what happens, Nehil left. In between, people are logging in and logging off. What is the problem? I'm not understanding. Okay, anyway. Snehil.
Yes, ma'am, present.
Present. Okay, you left in between. Okay, from other mobile you logged in or what?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So let's proceed. If statement. Are you able to see my screen, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Microsoft
Yes, ma'am.
PowerPoint is not responding. One second. Another window is on the top of the screen. This one, no?
Decision making.
Decision making only, right? So now we have to take a decision, isn't it? Okay, so anyway, I'll share this screen. Are you able to see my screen, children?
No, we are able to see you only.
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to see my screen?
No, ma'am. Not now, ma'am.
Your face only, ma'am. Screen nahi face dikh raha hai,
Now are you able to see?
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, by then I will show you one example using idle. Okay.
और स्नेहिल क्या मैसेज कर रहा है?
हाँ भैया चला गया आ गया हाँ now it came.
Yeah, so now we will open a new file. See, now suppose if you are asked to check whether a given number is divisible by 5. Okay, so it is only to check whether the number is divisible by 5. So what are the inputs we need? First we will decide which one to be taken as input. Let the number given input is n. Okay, n is equal to int input, enter a number. Clear? So now what are we supposed to do? We have to see why my cursor is blinking still there. There is an error. Okay, one more parenthesis to be given. Right. If, how do we write? Syntax is if is the keyword, and then we write the condition n. Is it divisible by 5? So when you divide by 5, what is the remainder? How do we get the remainder? Which operator we use? Percentage symbol we use, isn't it? So percentage symbol when we are using. So then if the remainder is 0, then we tell that yes, the result is true. The given number is divisible by 5. Divisible by 5, isn't it? Otherwise, the given number, what is the given number? If you want to display that number also, what do we do? Separated by comma, what is that number? So this is one way of writing, isn't it? Okay, n is divisible by, so if you want some space also, now let's execute and see. So here I have written only if. Are you following, children? Right? So this is if condition. So what is the result? See, enter a number 56 I entered. What is the result I got? I didn't get any result, right? So now if I am executing once again, see, if I am executing once again, what do I get? Okay, if I am executing once again, okay, so now I will show you. See what happened. Now I am giving 55. Is it divisible by 5 or not? Yes, the given number 55 is divisible by 5. So let me execute once again. Okay, so now F5, enter a number. Okay, so number I entered is suppose 78. Is it divisible by 5? No, but here I haven't provided any statement to be executed if the condition fails. Got it, children? So if condition, when you are writing, only if also you can write. Got it? So if you want to further extend this code so that it will display even if the condition is false, some statement to be displayed. So in that case, what do? We use the keyword else followed by colon. So and here the indentation matters a lot. While you are writing in notebook also, children, you pay attention. While writing in your notebook also, you should maintain proper indent. See here, print the given number n is not divisible by 5. Okay, is it clear? So now let's execute this code and see. So when you execute this code, what do we see? Enter a number. Suppose if I have entered 24. So the given number 24 is not divisible by 5. Did you get, children? So here, if I have given both the conditions, see, if followed by else. It is not mandatory that whenever you have a conditional statement if, there should be else. It is as per your requirement. As per our requirement, we will write else. See, if n percentage 5 is divisible, that is, if a given number n is divisible by 5, then we are displaying a message, the given number n is divisible by 5. And we want to show if n is not divisible by 5, then we are writing that statement also. That is based on our requirement. Okay, children. So now I'll ask you some questions based on if else, if ladder. Okay, right. So now let's see whether the given number is divisible by 5 or divisible by 3 or both. Okay, children. So now let me take one more file. Okay. So this is if condition only. Third thing. If the number is divisible by 5, then display number is divisible by 5. Okay. If the number is divisible by both, to check whether the given number is divisible by. So here, this program is to check whether the given number is divisible by 3 and 5. Okay. So then the input is, first we have taken n as input, then we have to check whether that number is divisible by both 5 and 3. So then what should I write in between these two? And. Okay, children. So and is one operator Okay, logical operator. When both the conditions result in true, then only the expression will result in true. So n percentage 5 is equal to 0 and n percentage c equal to 0. Then both the conditions are true, is divisible by 5 and 3. Otherwise, so here otherwise there are still some more possibilities, right? So that number is divisible by only 5. Okay, so then it is, we can write the number is divisible by only 5. Then one more possibility is also there. So what do we write then? Elif n percentage 3 equal to 0, right? For example, 21 is divisible by 3 but not divisible by 5. 15, it is divisible by both, isn't it, children? So now what do we write? We will write the number is divisible by 3. Indentation is very important. If you are doing copy paste, so indentation will be changing. So now otherwise, if the given number n is neither divisible by 5 nor neither divisible by 5 nor 3. Clear? So now let's execute and see. How do I execute? Press F5 if you are using idle, right? So if I'm entering a number 42, okay, so number is divisible by 3 but it is not divisible by 5. So you can, here you can change coding. Here you can see divisible by 3 but not 5. Okay, so divisible by 5 but not 3. Clear, children? So this is how we write if conditions using the keywords if, elif, else ladder. Clear? So else condition, see this elif can be any number of elifs can be there. So if the first condition failed, then we'll proceed to the elif followed by the first this whatever the condition. Clear, children? So n percentage 5 equal to 0. So if this condition is also failed, okay, so first condition failed and this condition also failed, but there is a chance of third condition can be true, isn't it? So if this condition is true, then the followed by statement whatever we have written, those statements will be executed. Okay, so then if all the above conditions failed, see these many conditions, whatever I highlighted now, all these conditions fail, then only we'll proceed for else condition. Is it clear, children? Hope you are all there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it
Yes,
clear?
ma'am.
To everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So see, most of you are, what are you doing now? Every time you are
I'm here,
writing.
ma'am.
Okay, if you are writing every time if, then we are wasting the energy of thread of control on unnecessarily. Even the first condition is true also, it will come to that if again because it thinks that it is a separate if ladder. Clear? So if here also if I'm writing if, so even the first number, whatever number we have given, suppose 15 is your input, it is divisible by both, but again it will display. See, let's execute and see. See if the number is 15. What is the result? See, it is divisible by 5 and 3. It is divisible by 5 but not 3. It is divisible by 3 but not 5. All these things are coming. Why? What is the mistake we have committed here? We are thinking our coding is correct. But what is the mistake here? There is a small logical error here. That is, see, if the first condition failed, then only do this. Isn't it? So in that matter, we should use elif. Is it clear? So now we'll proceed here. So here also elif. Then if the first condition is true, thread of control, it will not come to next condition. If the second condition is true, thread of control will not go to third or fourth, whatever we have written. Clear, children? Similarly, you can check whether the given character is vowel or not. Similarly, you can write so many programs like that. Did you all understand? So those programs you will be doing as homework. But any doubt here? Any doubt? Any one of you are having any doubt here? No? Did you all understand? So this
No,
is
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, we understood.
okay, any doubt? I repeat. So because these are all the basic things and important things, you should not be confused. See, if condition alone can be written, if we do not want anything to be displayed if the condition fails, right? So if followed by else can be written. We do, if we just want to show that only if the given number is divisible by 5 and 3, or if it is not divisible by 5 and 3, only these two things we want to work out. So in that case, if else only is enough. But if we want to have multiple options, see, multiple options are there, then if the first condition failed, go for the second option. If the second condition failed, go for the third option. If the third condition failed, go for the fourth option. If the fourth condition failed, go for the fifth option. Like that. See, but cannot be any two of these conditions cannot be true at a time. Clear, children? For example, if your percentage is calculated, which grade you belong to? Either grade A, whether grade B, grade C, grade D, grade E, isn't it? So, but not two grades at a time to one person or to one number, isn't it? So in that case, what do we do? If the percentage is 90 and above, then print grade A. Else, that means elif above 75 but less than 90, then grade B. Next, above 60 but less than 75, so then grade C. Above 45, grade D. Above 33, grade E. Then otherwise fail. Got it? So multiple conditions, these are all working on the same value, so we will have a same ladder. So if condition followed by the statement, if this fails, then only come to the other statement, other condition. Then which keyword we should use? Elif. If followed by elif, as many number of conditions as you want, and all the above conditions failed, then only we will write else. This much is clear, children? Did you all understand? Right? Any doubt here?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, now we'll proceed to the syntax of decision making statement. Now I've shown you practically also. See, if condition, it can be one statement. Now I have written one statement. It can be multiple statements also. Be working on some other expression if the condition is true, right? So that way also you can write. Condition is true, then colon, then followed by the statements. What happened to Papa? Papa left. Children, so now let's proceed to the next loops. So what are the loops we have in Python? What are the loops we have in Python?
For loop.
Sorry?
For
Loops.
loop
For
and
loop.
while loop.
For
For loop,
loop
while
and
loop.
while loop. Very good, very good. So may I know who
Thank you.
answered? Answered.
Vignesh.
Answered. Vignesh, very good. So people are attentive. Okay, good, good. That really boosts up us, no? So that we can, right? Okay. So Vignesh is answering very well. Very good. So now let's proceed to how to execute with the loops. When do we go for that loops? When do we go for loops, Vignesh? Okay, anyone else? Inchara is there? Tanvar is there? When do we go for loops?
Ma'am, I'm not able to see the screen, ma'am.
Now you can
Yeah,
see,
it's
no?
yes, ma'am.
I open. Okay, right. So when do we go for loops? See here, just now I have shown you this
Direct.
program. In this program, we wanted this condition to be executed only once. Clear? So this condition, I wanted it to be executed only once. Repeatedly, I don't want to check. Are you following, children? See, for example, how many factors are there for 5 or for a given number? Okay, some number is given. Okay, how many factors are there? Then one time only we will check. Iterations we will do. See, to check or to display all the factors of 5. All factors of a given number. Right? So then number is n. One time only we will check. See, for every number we know that it has 1 and that number has factors. Okay, Arindam, are you following? Arindam is there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right. See, because some noise is coming, I have to mute you all. But no, if you control from your end, then I can have a interactive sessions, isn't it? Okay, children.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So let's proceed. See, when you want to find all the factors of a given number, how do? We have to use a range, right? What range we have to use, from which number to which number we have to check. Okay, what are all the numbers that divides n? What are all the numbers? We know that n is divisible by 1 and n. What are the other numbers we have to check? We take a range. Okay, range function. For I in range 1 to that number n. Clear, children? So if range 1 to n, then if the number is divisible, again we are checking a condition here. If n is divisible by I, then I is a factor. And if you want to display this I value separated by space, this much is clear, children? Enter a number. Okay, so here I am entering a number. Give me some number, suppose 56. What are all the factors? See, but here all the 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, all these are factors. 15 is a factor for 56. No, na? What is wrong here? In the range of n. Enter a number. Enter a number 56. I am entering here. So what are all the factors? Integer division or modulo by 0. What is the error here? I cannot be 0. I value should be starting from 1. You can see, na children? 56.
मैम
So what
स्क्रीन
is,
थोड़ा लेफ्ट में राइट में शिफ्ट करो मैम आई मीन
no,
लेफ्ट
पूरा
no,
पूरा white आ रहा है.
yeah. So
Ma'am, you
anyone
have
else?
to write double equal to 0. N percentage I.
Very good, very good. So n percentage I value, wherever it is other than 0, it is displaying. Okay, if n is divisible by I and the result is 0. By default, if you are not given any value that is which is 0 or then by default it will take positive values. Okay, children. So in the if condition, if you are not given that equal to 0, then by default it will take all the positive values. So wherever that number is other than 0, then it is displaying I value. Clear? So we want to display only factors. Factors means when the number is divisible by I. Okay, so let's execute and see. So 56. So now you can see now what are the factors, but these factors to be separated by space. Then what should I do? End equal to ended by space. So now again I'm giving some 24. So you can see now separated by space display will be coming. This much is clear. So how does this for loop works? For loop works in a way that, see, first n value is 24 is given as input. Clear, children? So now I in range 1 to n. So first 1 is taken into consideration. So 1, I value is 1. Now what will happen? This entire block will be executed, followed by for. Okay, after this colon, whatever the indent is there. So if any other statements are also there here, see, for example, here some more statements can be there. So print, okay, something I'm printing here. Okay, so this also will be executed because this statement also within the for loop only. Are you following, children? But if the condition true, then only this statement is executed. If the condition is false or true, in both the cases, this statement will be executed. You can see. Let me execute and see. Suppose number 15. So you can see now, even if the condition is true also, the other print statement is executed. Even if the condition is false, 2 is not a factor here. Okay, I value became 2. But 2 is not a factor. So 2 is not displayed. That is the print statement followed by if is not working. But the other print statement is executed. Next, 3 is a factor. So 3 followed by that other print statement also executed. Are you following, children? So whatever it is there within the block. So this from this column, whatever it is there in the same indent, no, we call it as a block. This entire block will be executed for this loop as long as the condition is true. What is that condition? As long as I value is within the range of 1 and n. N is included or not? N is not included. Range function takes the first value inclusive, but the last value is excluded. That is, n value is excluded. Values from 1 to n minus 1 are included for I. Okay, first I value will be 1, next I value will be 2, next I value will be 3. So here we have given a number 15. So it will go on up to 14. As long as n value is divisible by that I value, then that I value separated by a space will be displayed. Okay, so first time 1 is a factor, it is displayed 1 space. After that space, it will come to this print statement and executes. Next I value will be 2. 2 is divisible, 15 is divisible by 2. No. So this condition fails. But immediately it cannot go to that for iteration, next iteration, but it will execute the next statement in the loop. Is it clear, children? This is how a for loop works. Okay, any doubt here? Right. The same function if you are asked to write using while loop. Okay, the same thing using while. How do we do that? First, what is the initial value of I? While loop. In while loop, we should give the initial value. And here, what do we do? While I value less than or equal to n or less than n? Less than n. Okay, children. But here, what is the next I value? How do we get? I equal to I plus 1. Isn't it? So here, what have we done? That for is split into 3 statements. You can see here. First one is initialization statement. And next one is here the condition, that is the range. Okay. That is repeatedly which is to be checked. Okay. So then next statement is, this is the update. If we have forgotten this update, what will happen? Forever and ever that I less than n condition will be true. Okay, then we will enter into infinite loop. For that, to avoid that, what do? We have to do initialization. We have to mention the condition which should be repeatedly checked in while. And then within the while block, we should give the update expression. These three things can be replaced within one line in for loop. Is it clear, children? Now let us execute and see. Suppose my number is 12. Number 12 I have given as the input. You can see now. So what are all the outputs we are able to see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So here this print is unnecessarily here. Na? So we will remove that print. Clear, children? Are you able to see? Suppose 4 is the number given. So what are the factors for 4, 1 and 2? This way only we will be checking what is that? Prime number. Okay, whether a given number is prime, or if you want to generate numbers within the given range. Clear, children? Are you following?
मैम अगर I is equal to 1 नहीं डाला तो?
I is equal to 1 नहीं डाला तो I value कहाँ से शुरू होगा? It will take some junk value, no? See, अभी नहीं डाल के देखते हैं, ठीक है? Let me share. Okay. Are you able to see? So now I have removed I equal to 1. Now let's see, let's execute and see. See, for example, 5, small number only I have given for testing purpose. See, what is that? Got the error, no?
I is not defined.
Not defined. I is not defined. Okay. So compiler, interpreter is not able to interpret what is I value. I less than n to be checked now. What is I? Got it? So where to start? That should be. It need not be 1 always. Based on your program requirement, we will be doing. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Mohit, are you able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So now shall we proceed? Suppose if you are asked to repeatedly do the same task, find the sum of n numbers. Okay, from 100 to all the 3-digit numbers. Got it? So how do we do that? Find the sum. To find the sum of natural numbers. So from where to where? Okay, so within that range, just I will do for display of all the natural all the numbers within the range in a given range. You should do sum. Clear, children? So now from where? So first n1 is my initial number, starting number. N2 is my ending number. Int input, enter a number. Clear? Okay, children. So what is my starting number? I value is not 1. I value is my n1. n1 से शुरू करेंगे. कहाँ तक जाएंगे? n2 तक जाएंगे. ठीक है? So n2 भी include करके देखना है कि नहीं? So n2 तक जाएंगे. Here I am not doing any condition here. Just I want to display that I value. Clear? So separated by space. This much only I want to do. Is it clear, children? So now you see, if I have given a number 50, starting number is 50. 50 से लेकर 100 तक. ठीक है? I got all the numbers displayed. Yes or no? Right. This is within while loop without any condition, because I want all the numbers within this range. I want all the even numbers to display all the even numbers. Okay, here itself I'll do one definition. Okay, so def function 1 is to display all the numbers within the range. So this range also I'm giving here only from n1 to n2. Clear, children? So now I'm changing it to a function. My function will be executed when I call that function only. This is my main coding. You can see the indent. Okay, so this definition is within this definition only, whatever the coding to be executed. Clear, children? So this definition will be executed only when I call that function fun1. Is it returning anything or just printing? Just printing. So I need not assign that fun1 to any other number. So here I can give any other name also. See, for example, my starting number is A and the ending number is B. So I'm just calling that function with my actual values A and B. Then it will display. Okay, so now I want to write another function to display all the even numbers within the range. To display all the even numbers. So even number, when do we say it is even? When it is divisible by 2. So from n1 to n2, we are taking all I values and we are checking if I percentage 2 is equal to 0. So here I will write if I percentage 2 is equal to 0, then only print that I value. Okay, so if it is, this is one way of writing. Another way is by plus 2 got the only initial number you check, and then by plus 2 you can update the expression also. That way also you can do. So now how do I call this function? This is function 2 I'm writing. Okay, fun2. So fun2 will display all the even numbers. So print, what do I write? Even numbers in the given range. What are the even numbers within the given range? So then all the numbers that satisfy the condition will be displayed. Clear, children? So here print statement I'll write. This is to display all values in the range. Okay, so here second one is I'm displaying even numbers in the given range. Okay, children? So now let me execute. Here two functions I'm doing in the same same screen. Okay, let me execute and show you. Are you able to see my screen, children? Okay, children, are you able to see? Now 37 people are there. Okay, it's a good thing. 37 is 36. 2 people are still absent. Okay, so anyway. Are you all there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Responding as I stopped sharing my screen also. So that is making me to think whether you are just putting your login and you are doing some other work. See, pay attention,
Yes,
children.
ma'am.
These are all the important concepts here. So we will be doing throughout our this practicals using all the definitions only. Okay, children. So that's the reason I didn't ask you to write any practical in your practical record as of now. Right? I'll be sharing all the practicals also. See that I'll be sharing. Okay, through Moodle Cloud. And meanwhile, I request all of you to complete. I'll be evaluating all your work by after tomorrow. That is 23rd. first revision and the first session ka second session, whatever assignments are given, that everything will be graded by 23rd. I've given you, I think, enough time. So by again next class 24th, I'll be giving new assignments. Today also some more assignments will be given. That also you try to complete as early as possible. So now let's execute and see. Okay. And now give me one number, Asim. Asim is there.
69.
Priyadarshi is there.
Hello. Hello.
Give me one number.
Yes, ma'am.
Starting number from where to where you
Ma'am.
want to.
10 to 69.
69.
69 से शुरू करके कहाँ तक चाहिए? Even numbers.
1000. 500.
1000 तक चाहिए. ठीक है, 1000 तक चाहिए. So now we have given two numbers of the range. Okay, we haven't started with one, but we are using while loop only. Clear, children? So now you can see all the values in the range are displayed first, because first function is called, okay, till 1000 it will display. So you can see it is little slow, na? Python, because it is interpreted language, it is little slow compared to other languages. It is taking time. Okay, because the range is too big.
इससे फास्ट क्या चाहिए मैम? सही तो है.
Okay.
फोन चाहिए भाई इससे फास्ट.
Now you can see even numbers. Now it started even numbers in the given range. You can see, na? So from here, even numbers only are displayed. Previously, all the numbers are displayed. Now only even numbers are displayed. So we have written how many lines of coding? How many lines of coding we have written, children? We have written how many lines of coding? Only 4-5 lines. But how much output we got? So when we are doing testing and all, we will be doing by taking small numbers, but we will be executing it for bigger numbers. Okay. So bigger area. Okay, children. So now let me again explain you this functions, how to execute with the functions. See, whatever the requirement you have. Here, I don't want all the values to be displayed in the range and all the even numbers in the given range. Based on my choice, if my choice is okay to display all the even numbers, then only display this. Then what do? I'll take a choice. So let me give a name. C is equal to, okay. So my choice, it is a character or integer, some character only I'm giving. Enter your choice. So what choice you want to give for, yeah, enter your choice. What is the choice? If you want to give choice equal to, suppose, okay, what do I give? A, to display all the number, all values, na? So I want to give A. Clear? So if my choice is A, then I want to print all the values in the range. If my choice is B, that is elif or else. Elif. Why? C can be any value. No. C can be any character. So I want to give specifically, by specific is A, if input is A, then display all the values. If input is suppose R, okay, so display all the even values, or E. Okay, E for even I'll take. Okay, even values. So other than this, I want to just display, enter your proper choice. So other than this means else. So else, what do? Print, enter, right choice. Okay. So right choice, A or E, because we have done only two functions, isn't it, children? So here, enter your choice also. Here also we can give, and A for all numbers in the range, and then E for even numbers in the range. Okay, children. After this program, I'll stop, and what are the assignments I'll be posting in the Moodle Cloud, and I request you all to complete. Okay, children, this much is clear. So let's execute and see. So enter a number. What is the starting number? 5 to 20. Small number I'm giving. Okay. So 5 to 20. What is your choice? So previously what happened? Automatically all the whatever the functions we have written, everything is being executed. We don't want that. We want it based on our choice. See, A is all the numbers on the range. Okay, all the numbers that belong to the range. Clear, children? But now, if you want to display only even numbers in the range, what do? What should be my choice? Enter first your range, and then what is the choice? You give that choice, and now you can see all the values within the range. Clear, children? The same thing. This choice also repeatedly, if you want to execute, what you should do? For repeated execution, what should you do? You have to put this entire coding in another loop. Is it clear, children? Either for loop or while loop based on the condition. For repeated execution of the condition, we use iteration statements. For the condition to be executed once for all, then we'll go for if else ladder. This much is clear? Okay, children? Can I see you all? Any doubts here?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yes,
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No doubts here.
No, ma'am.
No.
Okay, so we'll proceed to the next class. Now I think we have another class.
Yes,
Till
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
we have this class, right? Any doubts here? We'll discuss now. In the next class, we'll start the functions. Any
Okay,
other
ma'am.
doubts here, children?
मैम एक बार
Okay.
आइडल दिखाओ.
Are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So here, this also repeatedly to be executed. Then what do I do? Enter your choice. This and all to be repeatedly executed. So what do? We can put this one into another loop. This whatever to be executed. This entire thing. Okay, children. See here I'll write. So while one more repetition. Do you want to continue? Yes or no? So here I entered. Okay, some value option is Y. Some option Y. So as long as your choice is Y. Okay, then do this. So here, do you want to continue or not? So I will be just giving an option. Y O is equal to input. Okay, enter Y to continue. Other than Y, if you give, then automatically it will stop because my while condition will be executing as long as O is Y. Okay, children. So now let me execute once again and show you. See, enter a number, starting number suppose 10. 10 से लेकर 20 तक करेंगे, ठीक है? So enter a choice, your choice, all the even numbers, right? So press Y to continue. आ गया कि नहीं? Again, I need not go to my program and execute. I pressed Y. So it continued or not? So enter Y to continue. Even numbers in the given range. Again, enter Y to continue. So, but why again and again only even numbers are coming? Let's see the coding. Why again and again only even numbers are coming?
Ma'am, it's under the while loop.
It's under the while loop, but again I'm not taking this C, na? Again, if you take this choice
को
also,
while loop के
then,
अंदर ले लो.
yeah. This choice also to be taken inside the while loop. Then only that will also come. Otherwise, whatever we have taken before the while loop, that only is repeated. Are you following, children? So for
Yes,
that
ma'am.
reason, what we should do? We should do what we should do?
किसके
We
लिए
should
मैम?
bring the we should bring the coding which is to be repeated to the
Inside the while loop.
into the while loop. So now let's execute and see once again. Now give me choice 10, 30. Okay, so within this range, all the numbers you want or even numbers only you want? First, let us see all the even numbers. Okay, so now all the even numbers are displayed. Enter Y to continue. Okay, I entered Y to continue. So again, enter your choice has come or not. Did you all understand, children? So now I have given A. Now what happened? All the values within the range are displayed. Do you still want to continue? Y. Okay. So now press your choice. What is your choice? E. So it can be any integer value. See, I pressed other than Y. What happened? Stopped. Children, did you all understand, children? This is how repeatedly when you want to do the same task, we go for iteration. This iteration can be done either through while loop or through for loop. Yes.
मैम अगर रेंज भी चेंज करना है तो ए और बी को भी while loop के अंदर लेंगे.
रेंज भी करना है तो
ए और बी while loop के अंदर आएगा ना, अगर बार बार ए और बी का वैल्यू चेंज करना है तो.
Listen here. See, A or B, here I have taken in the function 1, I have taken using while loop. Instead of this, because these two are numbers, we can define a range, isn't it? So can't we change it to for I in range? For I in range n1, n2. If this is within this range, then no need of this update expression also, the children. So here only initialization is there and condition is there. And then what is that? Sorry. Update bhi hoga. Range function will take n1. Okay, I value as long as I belongs to this range, isn't it? So automatically it will take the next one, next value, next value, next value, like that. So now let us execute. Second function I haven't changed, so that you will have a glance of while loop also and for loop also. Clear, children? So now let me execute and show you. So what is the starting number? Suppose 4. What is the ending number? 40. So all the numbers now we have done first first function using for loop, isn't it? So let's take the choice A. Is it working or not? Okay, enter Y to continue. What is your next choice? E. So this function is executed only once when you are entering option E, isn't it? So enter Y to continue. No. Let me explain you once again. Okay. So this is very, very important. Pay attention, children, because here so many concepts are there. Conditional statement is there. Loops iteration is there. Functions is there. Okay. See, this is comparison operation is there. This is okay, equal to comparison is there. Assignment is there. Okay. Once again, I'll completely explain this. Just pay attention. Just a recap of today's lesson. Okay, our program execution, whatever the program, how many lines of coding you have written, the program execution starts from your main coding. Main coding is to the left of the margin only, it will start. It will not start with the def. Okay, so now main coding is what is the main value taken in as input here? A. A is equal to int input, enter a number is given. So what is the option you can see on the screen when you have executed? Enter a number. Because for A, what have you written? Enter a number. The same thing has come. So now what are the input you have given? Here 4 is assigned to A, or A is referring to, A is an object referring to 4. Clear, children? Now next value. Again enter a number only I displayed here. So you can see in the screen, enter a number again. So here I have given 40. 40 is the value referred to by object B. Clear, children? So A is an object. Now A is referring to 4. B is an object which is referring to 40. Now there is another variable I have taken O and initialized to Y. So O object is referring to a string value Y, character value Y. So now while O equal to Y, that is as long as O value is Y, okay, so O value is Y or not now for the time being. Just now we initialized to Y, isn't it? So now O value is equal to Y, true. As this condition is true, we enter into this block. Okay, children. So now C equal to enter your choice. So here this entire statement, whatever for this statement, whatever the response we are giving. So enter your choice A for all numbers in the range, E for all numbers in all even numbers in the range. So whatever the response we have given here, that value is referred to by C. Okay, here in this case, what have I given? I have given A. This for this input, I have given the input A. So A value, it is matching with C, isn't it? So this C value is A and that is matching with this A. So both are equal. When both are equal, then we'll have a display to display all values in the range. Then fun1 is called, is invoked. Children, are you following? So fun1 with the parameter A and B. What is A here? 4. What is B here? 40. So with these two parameters, fun1 is invoked. Then what will happen? A is in place of N1 in the definition of function 1. We'll jump from there to this function definition. Okay, so N1 के जगह पे A is 4. So 4 is given to N1. And what is the B value? B is referring to 40. 40 is given to N2. Right. So for these two, N1 is 4, N2 is 40. These two values are taken into consideration for the execution of this entire block of function definition def. Clear? So now for I in range 4, 40. So as long as this condition is true, I value separated by space is displayed. So after completion of this task, we will just return back to our coding. After this coding, after this main coding, see you can see now, after fun1, is there any other condition to be checked? Elif condition will be checked only if the if condition fails. But here if condition is true now, so we will not go to elif or will not go to else. But we'll come to this line. What is that line here? O equal to input enter Y to continue. So for this response, I pressed Y. Can see here. So as I pressed Y here, again the loop will be continuing because as long as the condition, it will not go to the outside while loop, but it will come back to while and this condition. This is true or false. Again it is true. As it is true, again the entire block is executed. So now enter your choice. So second time I entered my choice as E. So right. So when the choice is E, first condition, if condition fails. So if के बाद जो भी coding है ना, that block cannot be executed. So it will jump to the elif condition. Elif C equal to E, condition is true. Yes or no? So as this condition is true, then the corresponding block will be executed. See, print even numbers in the given range. So even numbers in the given range display आ गया. Then what will happen? This function 2 is invoked. Function 2 is invoked with what values? 4 and 40 only. We haven't changed. So 4 and 40 are given to in place of N1 and N2 and the function is executed. Whatever the block of definition is there, that fun2 block will be executed. So I value starting from N1 less than or equal to N2 tak. If I is divisible by 2, then we are displaying that I value and I value is updated. Here we used a while. The same thing we can replace by for also. Is it clear, children? And still you have any other doubts? So again, this and after this completion of this fun2, it will not come to else portion. Why? Only if else ladder में एक ही condition execute होगा, ठीक है? So now this condition is true, so it will not look into this else portion at all, and it will come to O equal to input enter Y to continue. Again, if I press enter, then the entire block will be executed. If you are given any other choice, A or E other than that. So there it will go to else, print, enter, right choice. Okay, children. So this is how the execution takes place in for loops and while loop, and even the condition statements. We can write many programs using this: multiplication table, prime numbers, Armstrong numbers, reversing a given number. So many programs, whatever we have done in 11th standard. So I'll be giving so many assignments related to this, and you people complete all the assignments in time. Unless until you practice, children, it is very difficult. It is programming, so it is just like maths. As much as you practice, you will enjoy it, and you will be taking essence of it, and you will be doing very easily. But once you are listening and keeping it aside, if you are not doing on your own, if you are not practicing, children, it seems to be very easy. One day we can do, but once you are presenting, there may be so many errors, you will lose all the marks. Okay, children, so focus on and practice and do your homework. Okay, so may I have your attention? Everyone is there? 34 people are there now.
Yes, ma'am. Everyone is there.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
right
ma'am.
now it is time for your next
Yes,
class also.
ma'am.
Yes,
So,
yes, ma'am.
good day. See you.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
ma'am.
Bye,
Bye,
ma'am.
कैसे हो?
Bye,
Bye,
ma'am.
teacher. Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Bye, ma'am.
Welcome all.
Bye, ma'am.
Yeah. Bye bye. See you.